Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from my home base here in my Flagstaff RV camper. It's a towable. It's a 25 FKBS, and that stands for Front King Bed Slide. I have this beautiful queen bed back here in my rear bedroom of the camper, and my magnificent, why I bought the camper, complete closet with mirrors. And as you can see, a lot of these RVs, they have this area right here that's generally kind of a squeeze in between, but not the FK25 BS or the 25 FKBS. Yeah. I get it mixed up. I call it the crasher because this is where I crash. And I just love crashing on this nice memory foam bed that has a memory foam topper on it that I put on there. From the Wolf Pup that I used to have, another camper, and then all the pillow shams and the brand new comforter set that was picked up recently. There is a barn door of which you can close this bedroom off, and there's also another door here for privacy for the water closet. And I do have a porcelain toilet, which is nice. People have asked me about the shower. I have so much room and closet space. I'm sorry. Let me get you down here. I have so much room and closet space and cabinet space and stuff like that that having to take a shower, I mean, it's great when you go to a hotel or like the cabins I stayed in October where they had like 4 shower heads and you could walk around in there. You could rent it out. I mean, it's fabulous. I mean, if I could have it, great. But I would rather just get my business done, get clean. I would say if you are a very large person, not tall-wise, but if you're just big, it could be a little bit of a challenge. Now, I'm 200 plus pounds, a little over 200. I'm 5'10", and I am more than comfortable in there. I mean, I don't have, where I can walk around, but I got plenty of room. The shower head is removable to do extra spraying and cleaning yourself. So the shower is nice. Walking on in here to the living room. All these steps I get to take compared to the camper that I had before. As you can see, I've got it decorated here for Christmas. And every morning I come out and sit in the theater seats here. I took one of these tables off from that side because when you open it, it was hitting the Christmas tree, and I stored it. And I'll be bringing that out back after the holidays. But this completely slides out. This whole area right here, including the fridge, is part of the slide out. It's 2 big slides on this 25 FKBS. And the only decorations I've done is I put in a little picture here and a beautiful clock that keeps perfect time. And you see it's 6:28 a.m. Trying to get this out early for everybody for the morning chat. It doesn't tick. I had that other clock in the Wolf Pup. It was a standard looking clock. I like a clock. I want to know what time it is. And I also have the clock on the microwave up here. But I have to tell you, this kitchen is amazing. And I want to give a shout out to a subscriber that mailed to me at my new address. I went and picked it up yesterday. They noticed in one of my videos that I keep my paper towels on the counter, and they said, "Hey, we noticed you like to keep your paper towels on the counter just like I do." So I went and picked up one of these. They said for themselves, it's a weighted paper towel holder, and I was thinking about getting something that hung, but after really thinking it through, number one, I was going to use the commands, the little stickers that are on behind the lights there, the little Velcro and stuff. I'm recharging all of my batteries here with my Bluetti. So this is really the better way to go. You can put it anywhere you want. Look at how it matches my my beautiful spigot or sink here, faucet. So it's really a nice set. I added this little basket here. Let me show you guys. Recently, and this moves. And you can turn this little thing in, raise it up or down. I have it right there. It's very nice. I had this in a little Tupperware dish sitting on the counter like I did in my Wolf Pup. This is so much more handsome and convenient. But I absolutely love and thank you very, very much. They even said, hey, if you don't like it, re-gift it. No way, Jose. Look at this. Look at that. Huh? I thank you very, very, very much for that. That's really, really nice. And it was great going to my new address and walking in there. I haven't been there but a couple of days, and I got a notification. Hey, you got a package. So I went down there, and Amazon just delivers there, and that's really cool. If you do that, you can just drop it there at that address. If you want to send me a card wishing me a Merry Christmas. My birthday is the 29th of December. I'm only saying if you just want to send a card. So before anybody gets out there in the comments, what do they call it, an e-beggar, I've heard. Man, I'll tell you, the channel is great. The channel is fantastic. My community is awesome. We got a few trespassers out there, though. We really do. But they're being put in jail. They're being arrested left and right. So anyway, we're going to keep it positive on this channel this morning, and we're going to talk about some more things. I just wanted to kind of give you a tour again of the beautiful light-colored cabinets of the, this is where I stick that light. These pull right off. There's no holes. No glue will stick on there. And I've got all my LED lights this morning on just to give you good lighting here in the studio. The Bluetti, okay, is absolutely the Mac Daddy of portable solar generators. I haven't charged it in over a week, and I'm down to 26%. As you can see, I'm charging my rechargeable batteries here that go to all these lights. The iPhone gets used on it. If I want to, I can plug my whole camper in right here to this 30 amp. So this is a over 2,000 watts, and what does it say? 2,400 watt hours. So it can handle a lot of. No, wait a minute. It says. Let me get my see rights so I can see right. You guys know I got glaucoma, right? So, all right, it's 2,400 watts. Excuse me. And 2,048 watt hours. And I believe it's got a surge of like 3,600 watts when I plug something in. I've already did a test. This will run my 15,000 BTU air conditioning. And air conditioner. Now, it's not designed to run something like that for any length of period, obviously, but it can absolutely do it. And it's really cool. If you're interested in a battery, the technology today is pretty good. It's kind of like tires. They're all round. They're all good. So, whatever your price point is that you can afford, or what feature you like, or what wattage you need, look for that. But they're being very, very competitive these days. I'm being offered all the time collaboration offers to promote them. And I've taken, 3 or 4, and from all sizes, because I wanted to have all sizes. And they're all good. I enjoy them all. The real small one I have in the truck to use for, just powering my fridge and a few things like that. Now, it is Christmas. Take a look at that screen I have on YouTube. I'm listening to jazz Christmas music. It really puts me in the mood. I woke up this morning and I thank the Lord for all that I have here. I'm a very blessed man. You guys know, if you've been following me for a few years or even a few months, that my life has changed dramatically. Not. I guess that's a strong word. I don't know about dramatically. Did you see my other TV? I got 2 TVs now. And this rug that was in the, right here, I'm going to go pick up another one. The little small one that I had in the bathroom to step out of the shower, I put it on top of the anti-fatigue mat that's at the front door, which is really soft now. But I'm afraid it's going to probably get dirty because you're coming in with your shoes. But this fits fine right in here. It's just so darn nice on your feet. And so I'm just going to get another one at Home Goods for this area here where this one was. And also take a look. The paper towel holder matches my toilet paper holder. So I got all these little black what do you call them? What do you call these kind of things? Not faucets, but all your hardware in your home. And I did put the new shower head on there too, which I really love. So anyway, guys, let's talk about life, because no matter what's going on in your life, and whether it's growing or shrinking or kind of staying the same, there's one thing that's something that you would never forget if you didn't have it, and that's your health. And I went to the doctors recently. I got on my Medicare, and I've been pleasantly surprised so far of how everything is going and how my Medicare Advantage plan is working, which has been phenomenal so far. I love my doctor. And by the way, I bought this on Walmart.com, and I had it shipped. It's the Mateen, however you say it, blood pressure monitor. And I take my blood pressure. I took it this morning. I wrote it down. I'm taking it every day to see. I'm not taking my blood pressure medicine. How are you going to find out what your true blood pressure is, and if you even need blood pressure medicine, if you don't eschew that medicine for a while and take your blood pressure? Now, if I see my blood pressure is high, obviously I'm going to drop a pill. Today it was I got it written down. It was like 127 over 62. Let me tell you what it is. Come on over here, boy. I'm going to start writing this down. Look, it was 127 over 62. And that was today. Yesterday, I didn't write it down. It was also low, and the little gizmo said normal. And what's kind of cool about it is it talks to you. This particular unit, I got it for $20. They're normally $40. And it has two persons that it'll keep the records. I'm sure if I didn't even need to write that down. I can just go back here and look through my log. You can put two people on here. It tells you your pulse rate too. This morning it was 72. And this is after I've had 2 cups of coffee, of the wonderful coffee that Deb sent me. And, you got this is not the wrist kind. This is the actual armband kind. And I sit right there. It's kind of like a blood pressure slash theater slash everything chair, isn't it? So I just love it. And I'm just sitting there, and I took my blood pressure. Let's sit down here and talk a minute. And I'm thinking my thoughts, and I'm wondering what my blood pressure is going to be. And I'm praying that, I don't need those pills. I don't want to have to take blood pressure pills. I didn't even talk to the doc. I did talk to him, but I think he forgot to hook me up with a cholesterol pill. So I'll probably stop in there this morning, since he's right down the street, and just tell one of his assistants there that, does he want to put me on the cholesterol? So I didn't have my little pill bottle, and I ran out of them actually in between the last ones I had and now. So he doesn't really know what to give me, although they did an ultrasound on my carotid veins. They put it on my stomach too. I don't know what that was about. Then they did a heart, what do you call it? I just said it, ultrasound. And, for a guy that's going to be 65 in a couple of weeks, it seems like I'm on top of the game and I'm doing pretty good. I could lose a few pounds, no question about it. I definitely get winded when I walk up a hill now, because I've lagged on doing miles and miles of walking every week that I used to do. I really have dropped the ball on that. And that's going to change, because I'll tell you why. One, I need to lose some pounds. But it's very nice now here in South Florida. The weather is so wonderful. I mean, right now outside it's a little warm this morning. It was much chillier the last 2 mornings. But, that winter for us goes like this. We get 2 days or 1 day, and then it's back up to 80 degrees. But we do have some cooler mornings. I think it was 69 out there. Not the coolest I'd like to see. I'd love to see, 60 degrees in the morning, warming up to about 75 or 80. That's just beautiful. And then in the evening, when the sun gets low and about an hour before sunset, it's just amazing. And we get that breeze now in the winter that we don't get in the summertime here. So I'm in an awesome, awesome place to be for winter. And when it comes time next year, I will definitely be hooking up the Crasher here and towing it to other places. And I'm thinking about totally going out west, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, maybe Utah, different places, just all around. Hopefully I can maybe find some property. I watch a YouTuber, and he is, I've been watching him a long time. He's an elderly gentleman, and he was an RVer, and he's kind of settled down now. He's kind of done with it. And he's had a couple of, he used to camp in a Toyota Prius. Then he had a regular camper he lived in. He had a small camper. He's always had small campers, but he had a teeny tiny one, smaller than my Wolf Pup. And now he's got him a little home base in Texas. It's got 400 square feet, probably double the wide of this camper, and I don't know, maybe the same length. But that's all any man needs. And he's got this, it's an RV community where right outside his door of his little tiny home, he has this huge cement slab with this giant roof over it for RVs. And everyone in the neighborhood has the same build. It's kind of like an RV community. And so these people, they just run around the country and travel a few times a year or several months a year. And then they have a home base to return to. And this is ideally what I would like. And he has full hookups for his RV on both sides of his cement slab where his home base is. And he's down in Texas near the border, and he doesn't have winters, any harsh winter. So that area very much interests me, and I know that there's still maybe some values, and I do look for the market to change, folks. I do look for a huge downturn in our economy for the good in 2024. I know that a lot of people bring out their crystal balls and they predict, but we've enjoyed this long ride for a long time with the economy, and we're about to see things that just aren't sustainable for most people in America, that are the average people, I being one of them, people on limited incomes, I being one of them, that are just having a tough time making their financial obligations, or even with no debt. I mean, your take home leftover after just the basic things, I mean, we all have RV insurance, car insurance, utility bills, rent, food, gas, or health insurance if you're not getting it for free like I am. Even if you're retired and you're 65, if you take the other plan, it's $300, $400, $500 a month for all those insurance plans they want you to buy if you take the supplement plan. Plus you have to pay a couple $100 a month out of your Social Security for your Part B, of which I don't pay any of that. I got a plan that pays it all. And that's why I'm just walking on cloud nine. And there's nothing special about me. If you live in the state of Florida and maybe other states that are eligible, all the states are pretty much eligible for the free insurance part. The part where it puts money back into your Social Security is the kicker. And I'm very blessed to be in South Florida, where my zip code actually offers that. And I know a lot of places don't get it. So another blessing for me. And another big blessing for me, besides having health and relationship with Almighty God, is having a relationship with this newfound friends I have, called a community of 61,000 fantastic people out there that have stayed subscribed, that continue to watch and make wonderful comments, encouraging me every day, and even recognize me at a lot of places where I go. And for 2024, the channel will stay the same. I mean, we don't want to change whatever works, and it's not that it's working, it's just who I am. I can't make myself something else. Now, when people say some things about the products that I've received, because the channel got big and these people reach out to me and say, hey, you got eyeballs looking at you. Would you mind if we gave you this product, making a review for us and give us your honest review? And hopefully we can sell some of these batteries, bicycles, or whatever it is they want to give me, a rechargeable AA battery charger over there, which that's what that is, earbuds. And I'm like, sure. Most YouTube creators, not only get the products, but they charge a fee to these brands if they're a big channel and get lots of views on top of. And I don't do that. I just accept their, whatever it is for mine to keep and do what I want with it after I reviewed it. I have most of the things that I've kept for my own personal use, and that's why I accepted it. But I get people in the comments sometimes talking about, the channel's changed. I can't say these things while I'm making the video for the review. My channel is about talking to you and about everyday life and how to be happy and positive and, thinking on good things above. But when I am, offered something, and that just goes along with the success that I'm enjoying with YouTube, I'm going to accept it if I need that product, and if I know that not only would I want it, but hundreds, maybe thousands of people would also want it. And so I do that. But I give these reviews as a lot of creators and influencers do, because that's just what goes with it. And when I'm not doing those reviews, I got a slew of them that came out not too long ago, because when I was gone for 30 days, I had a lot of collaboration offers that were sitting and waiting in line to send me a few things, and I put the videos together for them, and now I have a couple of nice e-bikes that I enjoy riding. You've seen my videos. I'll continue to make videos about them. I just showed you the Blue Eddy there. I have another battery. I mean, just a couple of things, really. It's not like tons of stuff, but I'm sure there'll be even more offers. I know the battery people, they all want me to charge, influence their battery, but I got enough batteries. So, I'm good on that. And so when that part comes along, I enjoy that. I mean, I am already a salesman, and if I'm a good person for them to promote their brand, and that's what God created me to be, that's what I'm doing. And I'm also a great communicator and speaking in front of a camera to you people out here that I don't even know, but I do know because you write your wonderful comments to me. And as far as the channel goes in 2024, like I said, we will continue to promote some products every now and then. We will continue to keep it positive. We will continue to talk about the Lord Jesus. We will continue to talk about minimalism. We will also talk about how, and there's another video coming, about how and why you should collect your Social Security at age 62. Because, folks, it's just simple. It's not really the math, even though that's got plenty of points you can prove, in about a minute and a half of why you should, because you do get more money versus waiting. It's just a simple fact, folks, of you spent what, 18 years of your life growing up from a baby to being a young person, a young adolescent, a young adult, and then that's 1/3 of your life, almost, and then you spend another big third of your life sweating it out, working every day, raising a family, and accumulating assets, investing your money, preparing for your retirement, preparing for your later years, your golden years. And, it's a time to hit the brakes and pull back some. Not like drop out of society and sit in your chair and watch the media every day. No. But it's time to pass the reins over to somebody else. It's time to, do for you. You have done plenty. And now at 62 years old, that's kind of old. It's not young. It's not 40. It's not even 50. It's a decade plus later. And the average age is only 73 years old in America for a male. So, that's like a car loan. One car loan left and you're out of here. Now, I hope everybody lives to be 150 years old. And I hope you can run around the block at 150. But we all know what happens. It's just like the analogy I've used before. When you're 12 years old, you're just kind of coming out of being a baby, but you're still depending on mommy and daddy for every single thing, every breath you take, besides the good Lord. to supply your needs and your food and your clothing and all that. And then when you become like 18 and you look back at when you were 12, I mean, that's a whole lifetime ago. It's a whole change, several changes in your looks, in your height, in your thinking. You started to work, your education, your opinions, your religion, all your habits you formed. You have become you. And then at 62, at the end of the runway, where you can see like almost the end down there, or what visualizes what you can visualize as being close to the end, why would you want to continue doing those laborious things that that annoy you? And in the world we live in today, and all the rules and changes of our whole country, everybody trying to change us to what they want us to be. You know, while the getting is good, get it. Because if there's anything you need to be doing or want to be doing, you better get at it right now. Because nobody's promised tomorrow. We say that over and over. I don't mean it to be like a cliche, but think about that. Just think about it hard for 1 second. Just meditate on that. Think about how when you become to the end of your life, and let's assume you're going to die at a ripe old age, okay? You don't get killed by a bus. What are you doing the last 10 years before you actually go in the ground or in the furnace or wherever, however it is you want to get out of here, that your wishes are? You are degrading. You are, if you die at old age, you're literally degrading. Your battery health, like that Blue Eddy, after like 3,000 charges, which is 10 years, it's just not going to hold. Like an old iPhone, you can plug it in, 15 minutes later, an hour later, you looked at the internet a couple of times, and the battery's dead. So you start losing your life. You're going to come to the end of your life. And let's say you get a disease that takes you out at old age. You finally get it, the big C or something else. And it takes you 5 years. Some people only take 6 months. Some people go even quicker. But let's say you spend 5 years of your life suffering through treatments and achieving a false sense of security of a remission state for a while, and then 6 months later it's back on you. I mean, I'm not trying to make scare tactics, but I'm saying this is the reality of things that happen to people. But they don't think about it. They think that life is forever, and I'm just going to just be who I want to be, talk like I want to talk, drink like I want to drink, eat whatever I want, and treat people any way I feel like it. I have no couth, no morals, no nothing. Now, I'm going off on something different there, but anyway, I digress. But when you're at the end of your life and you got about 10 years to go, you're at 63. All right, I'm 65. I got like 8 years if I live to be the average. 8 short years. Do you think I want to waste 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute on doing something that doesn't bring me any joy or any happiness or any productivity? No. I'm cognizant every single morning when I wake up. Tim, this is another day. Yesterday was so fast. I mean, you blinked. It's gone. Last week, remember Thanksgiving? That was an eternity ago. Now we're waiting till 2024 if you're still around. Christmas is going to be here and over tomorrow. I mean, it's going to be so fast. Time exponentially speeds up on you. This is another thing, is it seems like it takes forever to grow up. When you're 16, you're in high school, you can't wait to drive, you can't wait to get married, you can't wait to make some money, get a job, have the things you want. You look around, you see nice homes and cars, and you get that burning fire inside, you get that ambition, and we all have it, and that's good. That's good. And then, it just seems like it takes forever to get there. Then you get in that grind, and you're like, oh man, less is more. You learn about 10 years later after you finally pay for a few things, and you get to the point where like, hey, you know what? This truck is good enough. I don't need to sweat those payments anymore. Those jobs, oh God, those multiple jobs I've had, those people I worked with, that boss I had, oh my gosh. It just becomes taxing, and it starts wearing on you, and the stress you get. And, then these things are happening in our economy right now with, you own your home, you've achieved this success, you've got these assets, and now they're sitting in your mailbox like triple the property tax, and the insurance, of the hurricane insurance, and the HOA decided we're going to double our rates. And you're like, what's happening? What's going on? And then everybody gets sort of uptight. And we're living in a world that's not as calm as I remember it being. I'm old enough to know. And, I used to hear older people say these kinds of things, when I was young. And I've always been like the youngest person around of who I hung out with. I always hung around with older people. And now I'm older than everybody. and I see what it is. And, everything is 20/20 in hindsight. And so that's why I want to promote. Live your life today. If you can get a free check to help you with your finances so you can live your life, it's not about the money so much. It's about to give you the ability that whatever $1,750 is, which is what I get, whatever that equates to in hours of what somebody would pay me, I want to work that much less. I want to take that out of life and bonus myself, plus the money. I get the money and don't have to put those hours in to make that much money. And then all I have to do is find a side hustle. And my side hustle has grown to be YouTube. Yes, I make revenue from YouTube. And you may not be a YouTuber, but you might enjoy making carpentry. Maybe you're very good. I never knew how to fix things. Maybe you're very good at fixing things, and you can be, get yourself a handful of clients that refer you to other people to come and do handywoman work. Maybe you know how to do those things, and you can make yourself some good coin, doing what you know how to do with your talents. Use your talents. Let's say maybe you just retire. You get that free money, your check, your money you paid in from Social Security. You got yourself a couple of grand a month coming in. Maybe in a few years you're going to do this in 62, and the checks will be around a couple of thousand because they keep going up every year a little bit, to offset the cost of living. And maybe you just want to do a W-2 job. Maybe you're just going to work for a company answering the phone and the air conditioning. Maybe you're going to be at a golf course and work in the pro shop and ring up people that want to buy a golf ball. Maybe you want to sit out there in the sun and be outside and hand people golf cart keys. And I'm just naming the things that I used to see retired people doing when I used to play golf over in Sarasota. And I thought, what a great gig. The guy's got a free check coming in every month, probably a pension too. Those of you that get those, I don't have that. I mean, I worked for myself for all my life, so I don't have pension. But for those that get pension and Social Security, and then they just want to get out of the house and go sit at a golf course every day, or sit in an office if you're one of these kind of people that just want to answer the phone for a company, and they want you to come in and in the morning when the phones are busy and you get off early, or they only need you on weekends or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or however you can work it out to where you're only working 10, 12, 15, 20 hours a week to make yourself a couple of $1,000s a month, and you enjoy it, and you don't have to fight traffic. You can just go somewhere after traffic or whatever. You figure it out. There's a million things you can do that don't require 40, 50 hours a week of this prison job that you might be doing now. Get out of it and get your Social Security check at 62. Don't wait till you're 70 or 67 or whatever the full retirement age is to get a few $100 more, because look at all them checks you're going to lose for 5 years that you could be drawing and work less and still make the same amount of money you're working 40 hours or 50 hours a week now to make. And then, of course, your first year on Social Security, there's no income limit. And your last year, when you become full retirement age, you can make twice, 3 times the amount almost that you're limited to make for a couple of years. And then after you finally do reach that full retirement age, even though you took your Social Security at 62, all bets are off. You can make all you want. But how much are you going to make? I mean, you're still looking at being retired. It's not about make. It's about live, folks. It's about keeping yourself healthy. It's about dedicating time for you to go to the gym or to do your own gym. You can do plenty on the floor here. Push-ups, sit-ups, take your long walks. Get yourself a bike. It doesn't have to be an e-bike. You can pedal them too. And get out, smell the roses. And one of the most things that brings me the most gratitude is I'm an extrovert. I make it a point to pretty much talk to everybody. I'm never in a hurry. I'm never one of these people that are just like, hurry up, ring me up, let me get out of here, I got time. I'm not like that. I like chatting you up. I love to find out what we have in common. I love to make people feel good. I love to, ask them their name and then use their name and, what they did and where they're from and all these things that I did learn as a salesman of getting on common ground with people. But it's very gratifying when you're not trying to sell them anything. You just are interested. And people, every day they meet people, they pull up at a gas station, they go into a store, and they just walk right past one another. You have no idea what a great friend, or even if you're single, a person you could meet that might be the soulmate of your life. If you just took the time to compliment somebody and strike up a conversation, even while you're pumping your gas, look over at the other person. Don't just look away. It doesn't hurt you. Nobody's going to do anything to you if you say hello. If they act like they're not interested in talking, fine. But why don't you be the one to start? Why don't you take the reins and learn these techniques and learn how it brings you gratifying feelings of, I was it comes to mind right now. I never forgot it. I was at the BJ's getting gas. And this guy he was an older gentleman. His trunk was open. I've told the story before. And I'm getting gas and I always look over. I can't help myself. I want to talk to people. And so I saw the guy and, I'm just going to be there for a couple of minutes, filling up my big old 38-gallon tank. And I said, your trunk's open. And he said, what? He didn't quite hear me. I said, your trunk's open. And as I said it, I just walked over there. I left my pump, an automatic run. I walked over and I showed him and I closed his trunk. And he just thought that was the nicest thing for someone to do, a simple thing, looking out for him. I mean, come on. And to me, it was gratifying because I saw how much he appreciated it. He started smiling. He was thanking me. And that's just a little tiny thing, isn't it? Just a little tiny thing. And just like when I got the shirt yesterday, no, I'm not wearing it right now. I wanted to have something kind of nice for the video, with a collar on it, I should say, not nice. That's a nice shirt. And I showed you the paper towel holder that someone sent me. I mean, it's like I'm the guy with the trunk open. You took the time to send me a gift. You recognized that I needed paper towel holder. I talked about getting one of those that hang under the thing, but they'll end up pulling off if I just use the command tape. And it also hangs down about that far, and it's going to be low. It's going to obstruct my window up there. And so I decided just to put it on the thing. And this person purchased and sent me by Amazon a weighted paper towel holder. I love it. An exact match of my faucet. Thank you again so much for that. And all the other gifts. I also received, I'm not going to announce everything I get. I don't want to sound and bring out the trolls about how I'm getting things and stuff, but it is Christmas time and people like to give and they appreciate and want to support me, and that's totally up to them. Nothing is ever asked for. I do ask that you use the Amazon link, and there is a Buy Me a Coffee link should you want to support me in that way. But that's a pure option for people. But the other gift that I received yesterday via electronic gift card, I received another gift card. Now, I mentioned before, I've had gift cards earlier in the year for the Banana Boat down the road and for the Longhorn from Mr. King, which we really enjoyed. And Lori that sent me the $100 gift card. I didn't mean to say the amount. The gift card for the Banana Boat. She's originally from Boynton Beach. She appreciates the videos of Boynton Beach and just wanted to support the channel. And she likes me. And I get texts from them all the time, just saying hello and checking in on us and all that. And we're like friends. So yesterday I received a gift card for Cracker Barrel. I guess they picked up on the fact that we camped out there with the camper, and I do enjoy Cracker Barrel. And so I got a gift card for Cracker Barrel yesterday. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to really enjoy that because Cracker Barrel is great. They got that good home cooked food I like too. I've always gone mainly for breakfast, but I might try the dinner there and get some. I'm going to turn the air conditioning on. Here in South Florida, we don't know what winter time is. Let me see here. Let's go to, I'm on automatic. I'm on off. Let's go to cool. There it comes. I was also switching gears with you, looking at those microphones again. I was watching YouTube this morning on the DJI mic, and I guess I don't really need a mic, this close to the camera and in the crasher here, but outside I do need a mic. Now I have a little, how do you say it, lavalier, a little mic that clips on with a wire that goes to a transmitter that I put in my pocket. Seems to work just fine. So, I guess I'll just use that. But I got to remember to always use that outside so that you guys can have good audio plus a good video. And I'm debating whether I want to, even mention this or not this morning in our morning chat. But I suppose I will, because I'm going to get flooded with inquiries. Where is Miss T? Where is Miss T? I think that you guys are going to have to accept the fact that this is Sarasota Tim. And this is what you're going to see in the view, in the videos, pretty much from now on. It's just a channel that I started in 2016. I did some things, I did some reviews, I talked about my 4Runner, and while there's also been, cameo appearances and guests, it's pretty much my channel. And I enjoy the bringing in family and other people into the mix. And you guys have all been very gracious and have loved and complimented each and every person, whether it be a subscriber that I meet, that I put on the video, a family member, Miss T, anybody. You guys are so gracious, and especially, when they make more than one appearance, and they're not appearing for a while, I get a lot of inquiries where they're at. Well, while I enjoy that kind of a mix in the channel, because my channel is eclectic, I do everything. I talk to anybody, put anybody in that wants to be in, and I review products. I do everything, and hopefully there's something that you like. But some people have elected, because of the weird things that have happened recently, it's like, they look at it and they say, you know what, who needs it? Why do I need that? And why do I need, mainly, that was one of the biggest objections, is why do I need to be something that's bringing some sort of unsolicited, unwarranted criticisms on me? So, as a favor to me, they're saying, it's not that, about me, it's about me. They don't, so they're just like, hey, we're out. So they're out, and I'm still in. I hope you like it, and I hope you continue to watch. But there'll be other people on the channel, don't get me wrong, but some people have elected to say, you know what, it just brings too much unwarranted things that you don't need, talking about me. And so, because out of their love and respect for me, they've said, maybe if I just do that, that'll make things a little bit easier. Because there has been, and we won't give them any attention, some really weird people, and it was only because of other things that were videoed. So we're not going to do that anymore. So 2024, it'll be basically what I've done all my my time on YouTube, and I'll be glad to talk to people and interview anybody that wants to come on the video. So there you are on that. So that's just a little update, and so that might answer questions about, and I'll say this last thing, of why some videos were taken down. They were taken down because we want to keep everything positive here, and whatever, whatever's drawing unwarranted, unsolicited comments, it's just negative. I hate negativity. So we're not going to do it. And really, speaking of the last video when Miss T got her leg hurt, I'll say one thing. All right. Anyone with eyes and ears that saw that video could tell, and I've had plenty of comments verifying that there was nothing that I did that was insensitive or not caring. When that happened, I had no idea of the severity. I didn't even see it. Nobody saw it because I was videoing the grill. No one saw it. I just heard her, moan over there. And then I asked her if she was okay. And then, you heard it. She was sort of laughing or giggling. And right away, okay, I thought, well, all right, nothing too bad. And I thought it was one of those, when you hurt your shin, I don't care. You could just get a little flick on your shin. That hurts. So I figured she hit her funny bone and whatever. And so I'm walking around with the camera, just trying to make some content, to make it humorous for you guys. And, kidding on her a little bit, playing with her, And I come around to the front windshield of the camper and I'm looking in on her. And it wasn't until all of that transpired that people wanted to misconstrue and take out of context and spread this nasty stuff to try to convince others of my insensitivity and my lack of concern for Miss T. And so as soon as I opened the door and came in and I heard her moaning in a different degree, I immediately changed my mode. I'm like, what is it, baby? What is the matter? Are you bleeding? And she told me she felt a knot on her leg. And she only just realized then. It swelled up. Have you ever had something happen and something swells up real fast? I haven't seen that in a long time, but that's exactly what happened, the way she hit her leg. And so she wanted to get her pants off and look at it. She had those tights things that the girls wear. And so we went in the bedroom and she couldn't bend over and I'm helping her get them off. And we saw it and it was like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, do you want to go to urgent care? You need to go to the hospital. Is it broken? Is it anything? I was trying to, care for her just like you would for anybody. Your lover, your wife, your friend, a stranger, anybody. When somebody's hurting, you want to help them. So to say I was it's just so ridiculous. It's just so darn ridiculous. And then, so we got some ice and we got on it. And then, she didn't object to me, showing the knot and everything. I didn't video her face with her, she likes to have her paint and her hair done and all that. So I was just showing the knot, how big it was. And, we realized that she was saying, no doctors, no urgent care, no hospital. We're not doing that. No, it's not like that. But it was pretty ugly. So we put the ice on it and I videoed it and I put it up. And then all this unwarranted, unsolicited nastiness from people were just, and calling me names. If you got nothing nice to say, you don't have to say it. And who are you? Why are you watching? So I took the video and I edited it and took her situation out because there was the ironing of me out there and there was the cooking of the steak. And then at the end of the video, we're sitting here, right here, together, having our dinner, showing you the steak came out fine. She got a little ice on her leg, and everything was fine. And then the next morning, it was more than fine. Everybody's been asking how her leg is. She come out of there, skipping around, All the swelling was gone. Very little bruising. I'm sure there's a bruise there now because she bruises easily. A little spot where, she actually, the part where it hit her, the steps out there. But otherwise, she didn't need crutches. She wasn't, limping or gimping. She was walking normal and being normal. Sore, I'm sure. Bruised, absolutely. But that's all it was. And, things happen. And so we videoed it. We put it out there in an innocent way. And so after editing the video, that's when the decision came from her and others that have said, you know what, you're just getting too much aggravation from me being involved and others being involved. So why don't we just, forget it, and I'm like, well, really hate to do that, but all right, I respect their wishes. And so that's what we've done. And there's your answer. And so moving forward, if you enjoy watching me and what I talk about and what we're going to be doing, I invite you to stick around. I pray that you do. Now, I digress from that. Boy, man, it takes a lot out of you having to try to articulate and explain yourself when you don't even really need to. So, it's Christmas time. It's the time to remember what the season's about. And Merry Christmas to every one of you out there, you 61,000 beautiful souls. I thank you so much for watching the channel. I pray that you will all be happy this year for Christmas and get some nice things that you want, not necessarily, a big expensive thing, but that you just appreciate your life and work on your health. Don't wait till New Year's to make these resolutions. You can start today. Today could be the day that you just want to eschew certain things from your life that are not good, that you're taking in mentally, visually, eating, drinking, all these things that you're consuming with your eyes, your mouth, and your ears, that you need to purge from your life. Turn around, change your life. Try it for a week. Try it for a day. See how good it feels. It's like going to a gym, and once you start, and then you don't go for a couple of days, you feel really guilty. You're like, oh man, I was getting some results there. I was feeling better. Turn that media off. They just want you. If you listen to them, you will live in fear. They want you to believe that this country and these things that are going on. And while there are some realities to some things that we're seeing, I don't know who these people are with this power that have this influence to change certain things from what we used to be. But what can we do, right? But don't listen to it. Don't listen to it one more minute. Turn it off. I turned it off 2 years ago, and I never looked back. I mean, I get glimpses every now and then, and it's just like, what, did I have it on pause? They're saying the same thing. The same thing. They know that what got them the most views. They know that what invoked the most fear. They know that what divided people the best. They know that what talking points they continually reloop. They continually do. They don't change. It's like the Twilight Zone. So don't partake in it. Just pull yourself out of it. You can do it. You can do it. You can also start taking those walks. You can also start cleaning out that closet. Take those things to Goodwill that are sitting in there. Clean that garage. It's the weekend again. I always like to remind you on the weekends, a lot of you that still work, you got a day off. Dedicate it. It'll give you self-esteem. When you look around, you start seeing everything in there organized and 99% of that stuff gone that was just sitting in there, just junk, just sitting in these garages. I've seen them. A mess. Clean them up. Clean them up. Make it look nice. Look at how I keep my RV. I'm terrible. I put everything away. I wash a fork when I'm done with it. I don't leave anything. I make my bed with my feet at the floor. But, I'm a little overboard. But keep yourself clean. Keep yourself clean. Keep your mouth clean. Start doing for your health. And make sure you pay those compliments. Make sure you're kind to others. Make sure you leave those great comments, too. I love reading them. And make sure you crush it.